It started with a sound no one could explain. Not loud, not dramatic, just wrong. A faint dragging noise, sometime after midnight. At first, no one thought much of it. In neighborhoods like this, sounds traveled strangely at night. A loose gate, a stray animal, wind pushing something that wasn't properly secured. That's what they told themselves? Because the alternative didn't make sense. The house had been empty for years. Everyone on that street knew it. Everyone had watched it slowly decay season after season. The paint had peeled first. Then the shutters came loose. One of the windows cracked during a storm and was never repaired. Over time, weeds swallowed the front yard. The mailbox tilted forward like it had given up. It wasn't abandoned suddenly. It faded out of use, quietly, like something people chose not to talk about. No one knew ever moved in. No renovation signs. No real estate boards. Nothing. Just silence. And then, the sounds began. At first, it was only one neighbor who noticed. A man named Rakesh. He worked late shifts. It was during one of those nights, a slow movement. Inside the house, not outside, not near the gate. Inside, he stood there. It stopped. Just like that. He waited longer. Nothing. He told himself it was probably a cat. Old houses made noises. Still, something felt wrong. But he went inside. And for a few days, nothing happened again, until it did. This time it wasn't just a sound. It was a pattern. 3 nights later, he heard it again. Longer this time. Series of movements. Slow, careful. Like someone walking. That's when he stopped dismissing it. The next morning, he mentioned it casually. "Did you hear anything?" Neighbor shook head. For a while, something had already changed. Within the next week, 2 more people reported. Always late. Always from inside. Always subtle. Chair scraping. Tapping wall. Soft thud. Then silence. Strangest part. Why so quiet? Conversation shifted. Curiosity grew. Windows stayed open. Lights left on. Curtains moved. People were watching. No one said it, because saying it made it real. One evening, a woman named Mina decided to check for herself. She lived 2 houses down. Her bedroom window faced the side of the empty house. She stayed awake on purpose. Lights off, window slightly open. Waiting. At first, nothing happened. Midnight passed. Then 1 o'clock. She almost gave up. Then, she heard it. A soft creak. Not outside. Inside. She held her breath. Another sound, footstep. Slow, careful. Her eyes fixed on the house. Something moved behind a window. Not clearly. Just a shift. A shadow that didn't belong. She leaned forward, trying to understand, but it stopped. Gone. She didn't sleep that night. Next morning, she told her husband. He didn't believe her. She was certain. That certainty started spreading. Things escalated. Group decided to check. Gate creaked open. They paused, listened. Nothing. Moved closer. Door locked. Dust untouched. Walked around side. Windows closed. Backyard worse. Something noticed. Ground disturbed. Slightly different. Like someone stepped. That's not old. They didn't go inside. Silence changed. It felt occupied. That night more watched. 1:17 a.m. It happened again. Dragging sound. Dull thud. Footsteps. Someone whispered. No one answered. Lights turned on. Empty house dark. Just sound. Fear replaced curiosity. Something inside didn't want to be seen. Morning call attempted. Number disconnected. No records. No explanation. Question grew. Who was inside? 4th night. Sounds louder, more frequent. Something else appeared. A light, moving behind curtain. Not imagination. Someone living there. Deeply wrong feeling. Light stayed longer. Faint glow moving, like covered or carried. People watching silently. Fear visible. Question changed. Real concern. Police discussion. What do we say? Someone called. Patrol arrived. Officers stepped out. Calm routine. Gate opened. Knocked door. No response. Circled house. Everything looked same. Back area. Disturbed ground. Not just footprints. Heavy dragged. The officers exchanged a look. They weren't as relaxed anymore. One tried the back door. Locked. Wood around frame wasn't intact. Like it had been forced before. Step back, one said. They called for backup. More officers arrived. This wasn't routine anymore. They forced the door open. The sound echoed. Then silence. A different silence. The kind that waits. They stepped inside. Flashlights on. Curtains drawn tight. House looked sealed. Air stale and heavy. Living room almost empty. Dust everywhere except patches. Clean patches. Recently disturbed. Someone's been here. They moved deeper. Kitchen worse. Items on counter. Dishes in sink. Not just trespassing anymore. Check upstairs. Stairs creaked. Narrow hallway above. 3 doors. One slightly open. Bedroom mostly empty. Mattress on floor. Food beside it. Fresh food. Recently bought. Silence again. Someone still inside. Second room locked. Knocked. No response. Forced open. Room wasn't empty. Movement in corner. Someone there. Curled low. Not attacking, not running. Just there. Lights raised. Don't move. No reaction. Head lifted slowly. Didn't match expectation. It was a man. Thin. Unusually thin. Hair overgrown. Clothes layered dirty. Looked like he'd been there long. How long? No answer. Just stared. Eyes adjusting to light. Can you stand? Still nothing. Then a whisper. I didn't want anyone to know. Everything shifted. Taken outside. Neighbors watching. No one spoke. Scene didn't make sense. Man didn't resist. He just followed. Questioning began. Truth surfaced slowly. No records matched him. No ID. His story unsettled. He lived there before. Not legally. Was told to leave. But came back. Stayed longer each time. Eventually never left. Months inside. Avoided windows. Moved only at night. Survived on packaged food. Stayed still during day. That's why unseen. But something else, he said. Why stay here? He paused. Because it wasn't empty. What do you mean? There was someone else. Room went quiet. I never saw them fully. Made things worse. They searched again. Basement found. Entrance partially sealed. Inside signs. Older signs. Not his. More permanent. No identity. Timeline didn't make sense. Sounds didn't start with him. 2 people lived there. Same time? Without knowing? Or worse knowing? Man taken away. House sealed again. But feeling remained. Some still hear something. Slow movement inside. House supposed to be empty. No one checks now. Some questions unanswered. Some houses should stay empty.